Early morning at this Hawke's Bay apple orchard, and the Tongan pickers are in very good voice. And so they should be, for soon it will be their last day of picking and they'll be heading home. For the many Punjabi orchardists of Hawke's Bay, there's plenty to sing about too, for it's been an excellent season. The region's home to many Punjabis who started with little but have ended up harvesting the rewards of their labour. For Supervisor Gobi Singh, his work of keeping the pickers on track will end when the last apple is picked. Gobi Singh arrived from his native Punjab in 1999 to work on this orchard. Back then, he picked and pruned for a living, just like the Tongan seasonal workers here today. 12 years on, he's employed as a foreman to manage harvest and the crew involved in it.
In the beginning, it was a little bit hard, but slowly when you start learning the language and you start knowing the peoples and making more friends, making, your environment is getting better. So you start knowing the jobs and the area and, getting experience in your job. So the whole branch should be coming down. The right portion of the branch.
Like so many Sikhs from India, Gobi too was brought up as a farmer.
My dad was farmer, and when I come here, it looks to me easy, way easier than there. So weather is pretty good and not too much hot. So actually I enjoy it. I really like apple business. So from the beginning to the end, it's just looking nice trees, blossom comes on the trees, and then you see nice green leaves, red fruit, and you can even eat the fruit, nice fruit.
It's not just Gobi who's taken to loving life on an orchard. His son Bal started here as a seasonal picker at 19. Today, the 25-year-old is employed full-time as a supervisor after winning the Hawke's Bay Young Horticulturist competition. Bal nurtures dreams of owning his own orchard one day. But before that, he has plenty to learn from his boss, his father.
At harvest time, when he's overlooking everything, he comes to the bins, he's not treating me as a son. He says, okay, this is not good, this is bad, this is not good. If you're not doing a good job, you're going to jump on the tractor. The tractor is going to jump doing your job. So if you're not doing a good job, boom. On his softer side, he's my dad, he says, hey, don't get angry what I'm saying. It's only good for, or your life, what you learn now, you're going to keep it with you. Learn it now while you're young.
While Gobi trains new workers and monitors quality control on the harvest, Bal supervises gangs of pickers, making sure the apples picked meet the standards for export. He gets to work with pickers from all over the world. These Tongan pickers have been working with him for a few seasons now.
They're just lovely, yeah. Every year they've been working with me for the last 3 years, and it just makes my job a lot easier.
Having the same pickers for several years makes life much easier on the orchard. There's a lot less to teach about keeping the quality high. But it's not as simple as you think.
This is our first picking, so you are looking at 40% minimum red color on it.
Yep.
And that means, and looking for size as well. So your technique needs to be important when you're picking the apple. So you go down there, you hold the apple with the palm of your hand and roll the apple. Never pull the apple. So you're gonna pick one apple for me now. That's it. Roll the apple.
It's actually a lot harder than I thought it would be. There's just so many factors to consider. There's skin, there's color, there's bruising, there's size and weight and all sorts. It's, certainly not as easy as I thought it would be. There's a skill and a knack to apple picking.
The harvest goes to a pack house where only the best get through for export and the others become juice. But the profits of the business lie in export and not juice. The demands of the international market are high, posing a big challenge for Bal, who aspires to be a player in the industry.
Probably own my own orchard and or become manager in Mr. Apple. That's what I'm looking forward to.
While Bal looks forward to the future, Another Sikh farmer nearby now looks back on the rewards of growing both his farm and his family here in Hawke's Bay. Kulwant Singh started as a worker on a fruit orchard in the region 20 years ago. Today, he's his own boss, owning 40 acres of land, growing fruit and vegetables. It's a life not dissimilar to what he left behind in Punjab.
Similar weather to Punjab, and we got a flat land in Punjab, same over here. Yeah, so in Hawke's Bay, it look like similar to Punjab, so we settled here. Difference is that because we got land already was there when we born, you know. So over here is we start from the scratch, and so we come here to work hard as a worker. So we picking, pruning, and everything. Then we make some money and we set up we bought a small orchard. Then we sell that one to buy a bigger one. So now we're quite happy. We grow all year round because the stone fruit, apples, then we switch into the citrus. They go all of winter, 3 months in the winter. We got a couple months is not fruit, but the rest of the year we got all year round fruit. We grow fruit.
Times are tough for Kulwant's family business these days. The recession has hit hard, but spreading the risk with a veggie shop seems to help.
Too much competition in the market, so same as overseas. So it's a bit hard to sell the fruit at the moment. So what we expecting, we're not getting. So we work more hard.
The hard times are made a little easier by having his family around. Helping out on the farms is, after all, what comes naturally to all of them and what they seem to love best.
Yeah, it's quite fun, you know. Everybody's in here. We work together. Yeah, they love it because they got a place to run around, you know. His family's around mostly, and we not go anywhere. We could just get up and do the job in here, and it's just fun because it's a lot of big challenge and everything. We have to do new things every day.
Though he has doubts on the future of farming in the hands of the younger generation, Kulwant remains optimistic.
I don't think so. The next generation can do hard work. That's the.
You think so?
Nah, they love to sit on the chair and do some computer work, not on the farming. It might change when they grown up, and hope they can follow same thing.
I want to plant some vegetables and be like my dad.
Well, agriculture really is in the blood for so many in the Punjabi community, both in India and here in Hawke's Bay. Regardless of the profits and loss, for farmers like Kulwant, it's the simple joy of working the land that matters the most.
Yeah, we start as a labor, so we own it now. It took 21 years, so it's a long time. It's not like we start today and be here tomorrow, you know. There's a lot of other opportunities, but that's allowed to do farming, you know. It's not the money. That's just the feeling. Yeah. So I'm not doing for the money, you know. That's just nature.
For the Punjabis of Hawke's Bay, working the land, just like their forefathers, is set strong in their blood. And when the sun shines and the harvest is good, there's surely no better place to live their dreams than here in the Fruit Bowl of New Zealand. Well, and that's it from us this week on Asia Down Under. Thank you for joining us. We leave you with some music from this year's Auckland University School of Music Graduation Gala. This passionate interpretation of Prokofiev's piano concerto was from Korean music student Tina Kim, one of the 3 highly talented finalists in the competition. Next week, we'll meet the performers and hear more from this wealth of student talent. See you next Sunday. This programme was made with funding from New Zealand On Air.